My name is Lucille Marotollo. I am the Director of Business Services here at Quinnipiac University. I've been here, I think I'm going on my 37th year as an employee, and then 3 years prior to that as a student. When I first started off at school, I went to Sacred Heart University, and I spent a year there. At that time, it was a commuter school. You know, after a year, I didn't get involved because you go to class and then you'd go home because there was no reason to really stay. So then I decided to transfer to Quinnipiac. It's far enough away that I could live here, but yet close enough to my house that I could go home on a weekend or go home at night if I wanted to. So I graduated with my bachelor's in '88, and then I started to work here. And then I was able to go for my master's and received that in 1992, and my law degree in 2000. They called me a triple brave because we were the Braves at way back when, and I had 3 degrees. And at that time, there weren't a lot of people who had 3 degrees from Quinnipiac. When I first came to Quinnipiac, I had a work-study job to work in the cafeteria. And so my responsibility was to, empty the garbage. And sometimes the garbage was overflowing and smelly, and it wasn't a fun job. After 1 semester of working in the dining hall, I said, I have to find a different job. And so then I got a job working in the computer lab. The spring of my graduation, probably around May, one of the gentlemen who worked in the computer lab was in a very bad car accident. And so because I didn't have a job when I graduated, they asked if I would stay on and work through the summer to kind of help them out. A position became available in accounts payable here at the university, and one of the gentlemen that I worked with over the summer said, Lucille, you should apply for this job. I did accounts payable for, 2, 3, 4 months maybe, when Pat Healy, the vice president of finance, came to me and asked if I'd be willing to go work for him, that his secretary had left to have a baby and decided not to come back. And with my master's, I got a promotion. So now I was the assistant to the vice president. And then, several years later, I became associate vice president for finance and, worked for him until he retired in 2015. And I started to work more for John Mariano, who was kind of in charge of the auxiliary services and insurance. And then he retired a short time ago. And now I've taken over his insurance, the insurance piece of what he was doing. This has been a great job. The people I work for are amazing. Being around the students is amazing. I can't picture myself anywhere else, to be honest with you. And, the added benefit of, my daughter Janine being able to come here to school and, have that tuition benefit and just be able to spend time with her. I really wouldn't change anything. I really enjoy myself here at Quinnipiac. Legacy, that is kind of cool to know that, I graduated from here, and now, she'll graduate from here. And when she graduates, she'll have two degrees from Quinnipiac. It's a nice feeling. I did find this newspaper article, and I thought this was kind of funny. It's the Chronicle from 1988. February of 1988, and as you could see, I was the student profile in the Chronicle, and my roommate at the time, Christine Stanford, she was a staff reporter, and so she did the student profile. And I thought it's funny because what she wrote about me is, I think, how I see myself. And she said, she is always willing to help. She is very responsible, conscientious, hardworking, and she reaches her goals. And I think that is me. My mantra is make a difference. Go make a difference. So when I do my work, whether I'm doing my health insurance work or my youth store work or working with a colleague on, a chifa issue, I try to always make a difference.